Okay, and next question is, do you guys use only the AI tools which are allowed by the company rules?
Yeah, actually, because it's very strict rules here in the big corporate. So even though if I use AI in Bosch, they have the one called Ask Bosch. There are some kind of information that we are not allowed to input. They have set like public information or confidential information level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we have to follow strictly to that.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah,
It sounds like a well-developed system, to be honest.
yeah, it is.
And maybe previously, when you were working in other companies, did you have an opportunity to decide by yourself which AI you would use?
Yeah, of course. Before, like especially working in startups, so they don't have any like restriction or constraint, so I can use any AI that I want. It doesn't matter. Yeah.
But when you was at the stage of your career where you could choose the AI tools yourself, did you have any specific questions you need to answer yourself about this AI? For example, how does it share my data? Or like, is it transparent? Did you have stuff like that before you chose it, or were you mainly focused on functionalities it provides?
I think currently I only focus on two things. Like, first one is how precise the answer is. Like, is that AI good for researching, or that AI is good for creativity? So those are the two main things I focusing when I try to find which AI I should use. I just know like Perplexity and Google, they have a very good one in researching. They have a huge data. ChatGPT is also good for researching, but I use it more for creativity and stuff. So
did you try the deep research in ChatGPT?
no, I didn't try. I only try in Gemini because I use that. I get used to it.
Well, yeah, maybe for personal purposes, but if you have some interesting question and you're paying for ChatGPT, you can press deep research. I think you get like 10 for 1 month, and it can think for like 20 minutes and after analyze a lot of sources, and after that give you a pretty well done text. It also asks sub questions after you initially say your question. It asks you 3 or 4 questions to make sure that it will do exactly what you need. And after
That's
that,
crazy.
It just thinks for some time and gives you the info, which is nice, to be honest.
All right, I'm gonna give it a try.
Yeah, I think you would enjoy it, to be honest. Okay, next question. Would you probably tell some specific example? You can basically say no here if the company's regulation would not allow that. Could you tell some specific case of how you used AI and what it offered you to do and how it helped you?
Actually, they have like multiple benefits in like very small step, but like in the big one, I think when I like about to host or facilitate some kind of workshop, I need a lot of templates or activity. Like it could be on FitJam, or it could be on Miro, or sometimes it could be in the whiteboard in the room. Mm-hmm. So usually I ask AI to create an agenda for me, like from the ice-breaking game, warming up sessions, and then what kind of activity should we follow from start to the beginning. And I want to follow a customer emotional map as well. So I don't want they to have like very energetic at the moment and then it just go down. No, I want like gradually build up the emotion, or like the energies from the user or the participants. So I think in that specific case, I like to use AI the most. Because like if I host it alone, it's very hard to brainstorm all about the workshop myself.
I used to do it. It takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
But it was some time ago, more than 2 years. I didn't use AI back then that much. And yeah, it took a lot of my time. But
Yeah, it is.
to be honest, how well do you think it does this plan of the workshop? How do you need to adjust some changes, or is it possible for you to straight away say like you do this, and you see it and you're satisfied with all of the steps it offered?
I think at first when we prompted, we asked it to do something. It's gonna give a quite generic answer. It's not like 100% customized or tailor into my need. But like after they just give answer, and then I just say no, I don't want this, and yes, I want this, and just something like that. Give us a confirmation so they know, okay, which one I want and which one I don't want, and gradually it's gonna tailor the whole agenda and activity that fit into my actual needs.
Okay, and how long do you think this ideation with AI of the agenda process usually takes? Is it like half an hour?
I think just around that, half an hour to 45 minutes. Then we're gonna finish for like the agenda for a workshop.
Does it happen in your work that you talk to ChatGPT, for example, or other AI in your case, not ChatGPT, and at some point you realize that it only slows you down and you don't need it here?
Actually, there's one case, but it's funny because like in corporation they have a lot of courses, and it's mandatory. I have to take the courses and I have to pass the test. But the thing is, like, all of the information in the course is related to Bosch, so which is the internal information. But whenever I ask them about the internal information of Bosch, they give me the wrong answer, and I failed the test twice. It's not only one. So that's why I feel like they train the internal AI to give more information about the company, but when I ask them the question, they give me the wrong answer and I failed the test. So
This is
I have
surprising.
no idea. Yeah, that is really surprising. They introduced the tool to me, and then I use for the test. It's just fail. Then I just feel it's crazy. So the next time, like I'm gonna have to take course again next week. And I think when I'm gonna do the test, I'm gonna ask some colleagues to help me like complete it. I don't trust the AI anymore on that case.
Well, you can try feeding the data you need to learn to AI, and after that ask the AI to question you as an option. What I do when I prepare for some tests is that I, for example, upload all the files with information to ChatGPT in my case, and after that I ask, I'm saying, today you are my teacher and you need to prepare me for the test. So here is the data, you need to ask me questions one by one on the information I just uploaded to you. And after that, I'll give my answers and you'll tell me if those are good answers or not and explain why.
Oh, okay, that's a good one. Like role playing before you actually do the test. Okay.
So the next question is, could you shortly summarize what you see as the main benefits of using AI in your job?
Okay, it saved a lot of my time, and there's a virtual assistant who could brainstorm together with me when nobody else available at that specific time.
Do you feel that saving time for repetitive tasks, mechanic tasks, by using AI gives you more time to the more important creative job?
Yeah, absolutely. Like saving some repetitive tasks, so I could learn something else. So as I said earlier, I'm not very good at visuals. I like logics and like flow and wireframe and stuff. But for when when I'm using AI, it saves maybe 1/3 of the time. So I could use 1/3 of my time to learn more about some kind of AI for creating videos. Now they have crazy, and they can use the voice over and stuff, because I want to have a clone avatar. So like I create a clone avatar, and when I design or when I finish the whole applications, I don't want to write a user manual, maybe 20-30 pages. It takes a lot of time and it's not very good for the user to read it as well. So I'm gonna create some kind of instructions how to use the app with my clone avatar. So I could spend my time to learn AI to do something like that.
Okay, nice. Okay,
Yeah.
next question is, do you think that using those AI tools and technologies gives your company a competitive advantage?
That's a big question, so let me think.
Sure, take your time.
I think yes. Like I just talk specifically in Vietnam. I don't know like how other countries. Because like I think the digitalization in Vietnam is growing up very fast, but compared to other developed countries, it's not so much. Okay, so at Bosch, if they use AI, they could go much more faster, and they can optimize the they can optimize the efficiency of every project. So, for example, before or a company in Vietnam, they spend maybe 4 months for a project, but in the days people applying AI and they using AI more popular. The time from 4 months is only 2 months or 3 months. So that is the huge competitive advantage. And there's another thing is like we do as a project. I do multiple projects at the same time. If I apply AI, I can somehow automate some of my work. So I could take more projects. Of course, I get more money, and also I can. I have learned more, and I can bring more benefit, more profit to the company. So that is how I feel like AI brings competitive advantage to the company.
Okay, that's a great answer, to be honest. Okay, and now we will start talking about less pleasant things. So what have been the most significant challenges you faced during implementation of artificial intelligence in your process?
You mean like what is the bad side of using AI?
Did you face something where you were disappointed, or when you didn't like the result, or when it went hard, or you were struggling with it?
Honestly, like I have been using AI for a while. Like I only see like the benefit it brings to me. I don't see that struggle about learning and stuff because I'm very curious person. I want to ask a lot of questions, and AI meet that demand from me. The only concern for me when using AI is about the ethics, the moral of using AI. That's what I'm concerning about. If struggle about the practices or learning how to use it is not my issue.
Okay, and about the ethics, how do you address those concerns?
Oh, that is a really big topic. Sometimes I talk with my girlfriends about it as well. I don't know if the world is turning to a euphoria or like the dystopia, because like I feel now in China they have like a AI hospital, and people that use AI like to cure patients. In Thailand they use AI as a cop. Like we walk on the street and we have a robot cop over there. It's like a movie and stuff. And another thing is like I know some kind of AI at the moment, they could use your own voice or your faces and do some crazy stuff on the internet. I do learn some tools about it. For example, 11 Labs is absolute crazy. It could clone any voices. Like I don't know if they have some kind of rules or legislation to controls about it or something. I use it. I know it's good for me. I don't know exactly under the iceberg what happened with the data they're using below. So I'm concerned about it, but I don't have enough knowledge to think too much about it.
I believe that in your specific work, that's not that hard because you have a really strict regulations and your company just figured it all out.
Yeah, that's true. I'm just thinking like in general AI, not specifically to my work. I think in my work they have very good rules, because we cannot use any kind of personal information or personal data, and we input it on the AI.
But for example, if have you ever tried analyzing the survey results with AI?
Currently, I'm learning a tool called Quantrix. They integrate those AI analyzing into that tools, but I haven't used the function yet. So still in using and learning the tool.
I'll read about it. Sounds interesting. This time I used Typeform for this thesis survey, and I cannot say I'm too satisfied for now. But let's see. Mm-hmm. Let's see how it ends up. Okay. Do you have any concerns about the biases which AI may have?
Okay, that's one is good as well. Like, actually, I feel that AI, they have a lot of bias, like some confirmation bias or something. Like, for example, when you ask AI about something emotionally, they always support your feeling. Doesn't matter if it's good or not. I just feel like they always support your feeling, or they try to find some way to not exaggerate the actual issues, and they just want to make it less and less, and then they just give you the information that you want to listen. Because I try to beside my job, I try to find some way to support my own YouTube video as well. And whenever I search about a niche or about a process of doing, they always support in the way that I suggest. Do you feel it bias, or what do you think?
To be honest, according to some data I saw, it could be at some points, but I agree with you. I've discussed every time you discuss emotions or stuff like that, it's extremely accepting and extremely, I don't know, it's as not toxic as possible. That's something I truly enjoy about it. The things you told, they sound really familiar to me, and for me, I just didn't face any biases towards me personally, but if we're talking about statistics, or for example, it is probably highly applicable in United States when it has some biases against the Black population. But I feel like in my life I didn't face it myself. I've never noticed it as well. Like strictly noticing, like, yeah, you're discriminating me right now. And well, that's interesting. Okay.